guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another video. Guys, I hope you're doing incredibly well. Welcome to the New Year's Eve reading. I'm excited to share this because god damn, I've been wanting to do a Divine Masculine reading, but there was some shit I had to get out of the way in the last previous videos. Feelings and emotions and the womp womp womp. The whole spiritual attacks, the ascension symptoms, but now that that stuff's out of the way, let's get into the real juicy stuff, okay? Most of y'all know how we roll on this channel. We have mad compassion for the Divine Masculines. We're gonna dig into the cards right now and try to find out what's going on in the connection. Now, this is gonna be a mixture of Divine Feminine and Masculine energies. You know, at the end of the day, whether it's a Divine Masculine or Feminine reading, because you are one soul, many of the messages correlate with one another in a way that you guys either understand what's happening on your partner's side, or you get intuitive messages that validate what you should be doing on your own path, okay? So, alright, let me just tell you guys the overall energies that I'm feeling from the Divine Masculine. He really, really, really misses the Divine Feminine. He feels so in love, and I feel like whenever I get into the mood of sharing these types of readings, it's because the Divine Masculines are fueling this energy of sacredness, this bond between the twin flames, this very excited energy about stepping onto this path and feeling this with someone else that you've never felt before, and knowing that it's like you two have the inside joke of knowing who the other person is, if that makes sense, okay? So I'm gonna get a head start here on shuffling the Fairy Tarot, because this deck is all about self-confidence, and what its purpose is to let you guys know that in this moment that you're tuning into the readings, even before I pull cards, the intention of your thoughts for even clicking on the title is going to tell you a lot about what you need to know that's going on within your dynamic right now, that you must have self-confidence with, okay? This deck, Fairy Tarot, the fairies are extremely confident, sexual, nurturing, beautiful, lovely, exquisite beings, and I think that they are a lovely sign on the twin flame journey, because many of you are in the energy of the High Priestess merging in with the Empress energy, and you are unstoppable, you are undeniable, and the masculines can't get enough of that, okay? It's like your style, Divine Feminines. Never mind what you look like on the outside. That's a bonus, is what I'm getting to tell you. But it's more so your style. Like, your voice is sexy, but when you use it to advocate for human rights, it's even sexier. Whoever that's gonna resonate with. Okay, so whatever comes out, we're going to pair it with the Tarot of Sexual Magic, because like I mentioned in the last video, the chemistry between the two is never ending, and many of you are starting to realize that. It's like another year is starting of you knowing your Divine Masculine and your Divine Masculine knowing you. Like, where are you guys in terms of... Oh, it's like almost half the deck fell here. It's almost like an energy of feeling open. It's like I'm open to anything. You don't even need to ask that question to intuitive. You know, but... well, still, I'm curious. Where do both of you stand in terms of this passion with each other? I mean, it's not like you guys aren't asking. Give me a little something now, mama. Alright. Just one more thing. She telling me take the first card. Hierophant. I knew that card was bound to come up, because honestly, guys, I am Taurus, and I actually did a personal reading for a client who was talking about the Taurian energy and the aspects of the bull and how we just charge forward and ask questions later. I'm getting a lot of that energy lately, even within myself, so I'm not surprised if maybe the divine masculines are having to go through this energy right now as well. 10 of Cups. Isn't that so beautiful? 10 of Cups coming up. So it's like, obviously an emotionally fulfilling relationship is, it's like the big epiphany about this twin flame relationship. When it comes to love, you have it all. What does it mean to have it all in love? You know, honestly, like, to me, what it means is like having someone accept you in every area of the suits. Whether you have pentacles or not, whether you got it together with the wands energy, the cups, the air energy, you know, it's like whether you're all there. Like, cuckoo. If Harley Quinn can hook up with the Joker, that's the 10 of Cups is a message about finding your mirror, finding the other side to your coin. And I feel like many of the divine masculines are starting to realize that they never thought that they would be capable of carrying through or carrying forward or even having in this lifetime the family experience, the love of their life, marriage, an experience with a relationship that's actually filled with love rather than deceit and unfairness and shortcomings. For many of you, I'm getting this feeling of many of your masculines being very empowered and very sure of themselves in love. And they have only come across partners who have never been able to fill that expectation that they have. And when they came across you, it's like you two clicked. And honestly, guys, anybody who talks about finding true love will tell you that true love is easy. And that's what twin flames often see when they come across each other. It is easy to love each other right from the start versus getting to know each other and committing to each other and then trying to love each other unconditionally. You know, having kids and then loving each other unconditionally. It's like, no. When the twin flame meet, they experience the 10 of Cups right from the very beginning. Okay, it's like, it's so emotionally fulfilling that they don't even care about wands, cups, or pentacles. They have the cup overflowing, which means every other area of the suits will manifest itself in some way, shape, or form. Okay? Now, speaking of that, we have the 9 of Winter coming up, which is the 9 of Swords. And, you know, I feel like this is many of you realizing that you need to let go of, you know, I'll show you here. Okay, so it's those of you who have those dark nights and you look up at the moon late at night in your bed. So this energy is a lot of you who aren't sleeping at night and you're constantly finding ways to distract yourself. But the 9 of Swords tells us that, you know what, sit still and allow yourself to experience the problem in order to find solutions. Because when we place blame, we're unable to take accountability because we can't see the areas in which we need to take accountability if we're placing blame. When a problem occurs, take everybody else out of the equation and focus on you, and you will be able to formulate a new equation with just yourself. And I guarantee you, it is going to involve cups divided by the wands, multiplied by the air, and, you know, subtracted from the cups. However, that might resonate with some of you. This leads me to the 4 of Cups, which is, for me, the 4 talks about stability. And stability on the opposite end also means that we have created boundaries around us and walls around us that often stop us from taking chances. And I feel like I see the divine masculine in this card. Now, this is many of your divine masculines who have always wanted to experience love in a magical way, but they've come across karmic partners who are very rigid, and the cups came last. It was more about the pentacles, like the pentacles was first, you know, and then it came to what he did for a living. It's like, okay, you have to earn a lot, but even if you earn a lot, you know, what are your passions still? What are you still doing to fulfill yourself? You know, and on top of that, it's like, how high vibrational is your thinking? Well, how high vibrational is his thinking going to be when he is lacking in the area of love? And you're making him feel that lack. And he is allowing himself to allow you to make him feel that lack. I feel like the Seven of Swords seals in this energy because he's feeling a lot of shame and guilt for not being able to come forward to the divine feminine and trust that what she has to offer was safe. He chose to go back to karmic situations that made him feel this very body position, embarrassment and shame, like a, you know, like the puppy with its tail between its legs kind of energy. And I don't mean to attack the divine masculines in this case. It's just the energy that I'm picking up on, because I feel like there's a lot of masculines that didn't bother to reach out for Christmas, and instead of many of the feminines who are tuned into this reading making excuses for that behavior, they will learn to see it for what it is and realize that there's a lot of work that this person needs to do. It's like, instead of crouching down, you need to stand tall and pick up the sword. And she's waiting for him to do that while she does what she does by observing the tulips, the beauty of life, bringing in the energy of optimism and creativity. It's like she's waiting for him to stand tall and not be in this state of shame or embarrassment or fear. And I feel like the Seven is the representation of the confidence that the masculines need to have to even not only pick up the sword, but gain the knowledge of the king energy to realize that the deeper message is her saying, like, you need to get off the bed, take your sword, and face whatever feeling this is, because the silent treatment, the no communication, the ghosting, it's really not attractive. And I feel like that's been a big lesson for many of the divine masculine with the Hierophant energy here coming in, because a lot of the communication that they've had with you, or a lot of the games that they've played in terms of like trying to get you guys to come forward and be vulnerable and surrender yourselves and do a lot of the work that they needed to do for themselves, it often backfired in a way that made them feel naked in front of you, because there was no manipulating or playing games with the divine feminine, because the Hierophant energy is the Taurus, the bull that charges, the bull that has its horns up. You know, I'm a Taurus myself, and I can tell you that bulls love to graze and be lazy and enjoy their surroundings. And when they're done grazing in the grass, they love to sit down and they love to just think and meditate. And if you are going to provoke a bull, if it stands up, you better make it worth it, okay? And that is the energy of the divine feminines that are coming through. That very earth energy, earth signs, counterparts with earth signs. It is your energy as well coming through here, okay? You guys are the ones saying, this better be good. I feel the Empress energy in here as well, but a lot of divine intervention taking place, divine knowledge, maturity to the connection in terms of spiritual understanding, mutual respect is taking place because the Fool has met the Hierophant on the journey. Now I'm going to end this off with, well, of course, our Queen of Cups, because our Queen of Cups, you know, she will take you in, divine masculine, despite your vulnerabilities, but you better be damn humble. You know what I mean? I can't ignore the Tower card at the very top of the deck. At the very top of the deck here, it's like faced at me. You know, many of the masculines have been through a lot of Tower moments here, because the divine feminine realizes that within her Queen of Cups energy and mastering the energies of the Wands, the Pentacles, and the Air, she has realized that, you know, when it comes to love, I have to have those same expectations. If I want a castle, I should expect an emperor. If I want to have the ultimate dream job, the most ideal lifestyle, then I must attract that very partner within me. And the Divine Masculine is in this photo surrendering because he wishes to be led by his emotions when it comes to the Queen of Cups. And I feel like this energy goes hand in hand, because it's like, to me in this card right now, what is interesting is it's not two men, it's the Divine Masculine and his lower ego self. And in order to be with the feminine in this beautiful, passionate, magnetic, romantic way, there's got to be aspects of himself that he is willing to shed and leave behind. And this comes in the form of karmic partners. A message that I'm getting to with the Queen of Cups and the Tower card paired together is that many of your masculines are actually in a space of waiting for you to realize that they've always been there and they will continue to be there. What I get to is that many of the Divine Feminines are picking up on old cycles where habits of thinking will tend to manifest. Like, well, you know what, it's Christmas. He's probably with this karmic and that karmic and this karmic and that karmic. But what the Divine Feminines are not able to see is that the Divine Masculines are seriously focused on you right now, Divine Feminine. It's him in a room with music and pictures of you. And his karmics are trying to get his attention in every way possible. They're posting pictures of themselves on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat, like really trying to like flaunt their feathers like birds. And he can't be bothered because you are not a bird, you are a lion. You are a lioness sitting under a tree in the savannah. All right? I hope you guys understand that. All right? They're trying to flap their wings and make a lion notice them, while the lioness sits under a beautiful oak tree with this Queen of Cups energy. And there is her lion nuzzling her bosom, as you should, giving her offerings of what he's found to sustain them. I love the energy of this reading, guys. I hope it finds you well. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next reading. If you want a personal session, you can connect with me on Wizio.com. I am still offering the special of 20% off if you contact me before January 29th, 2021. But for all of you guys tuned in and you are resonating with this message, I really just do truly hope it finds you well with excitement and hope and clarity and peace. All right, I love you guys. Stay focused. This is your journey. If you hear negative vibes, it's up to you to take it or not. If you hear readings with positive vibes, it's up to you to take it or not. All right, peace out, guys. Take care, and I'll speak to you in the next video. All right, I love you guys. Bye.